It's a big shower.
Eh?
It's a big shower.
Ah.
You could shave your legs in that one, mate.
Well, hello everybody and welcome. We are at Agquip, so we're at, I think it's about 9 o'clock. So we're not far away from our meet and greet at the Case site here. I don't know when this video will be coming up, but obviously probably a fair while after Agquip. So we are going to just do a bit of meandering around before we actually do anything official, but yes, Brad's already drooling, so this is his dream, I think. He'd love one of these, and they're pretty huge compared to what what you usually know of as a skid steer or bobcat, whatever you want to call them. But is this you're going to put leveling on this, Brad, when you get it? Look at that.
Already ready to go.
What is that? A five-way? Six-way. The blade? Can't count.
A little John Deere 650 with a six-way blade.
Yeah, right.
In Canada.
When you did your gap year in Canada.
Yeah, and this is not much smaller.
Yeah. No, they're a lot bigger than you think, aren't they?
Well, this one is. Compare it to the other one. That's the normal size over there. Yeah.
What would this one be? A five tonner or something? Is it?
5, 6 ton.
Yeah, right. No. So anyway, we're just going to meander about, and we'll have some fun, meet some people, and after that we'll be going around looking at what else we can draw at. Well, guys, we're back. We just had the meet and greet. I don't know, probably had 30, maybe, I don't know, something like that. People show up, say good day, so it was a bit of fun. Now, we're about to go have a look at the Patriot, because that's something we're interested in, but in the meantime, Brad's talking over there, he's distracted. So I'm actually here with the new quad track. This is a 715, and I've rounded up a couple of fellas that know a bit about it. So because I actually I don't know anything about it, and who knows, one day we might upgrade. So I got Sean and Jason, so hopefully these guys will fill us in. So where do we start? Do we start from the back?
Yeah, always start from the back.
Yep.
So from the back, 6 remote standard.
Yep.
These will have dual pump standard now. This model's fitted with a PDO, which is an option on these now. We don't talk about a lot of things on these machines with tri-point oscillation, with this sort of stuff. We can really get into the nitty-gritty with that, but that's what sets these tractors apart in the way that they pull and they transfer the weight to the front. Power beyond, power and return lines are all standard.
Yep.
Sean tells me that the tracks are 3% longer on the new model. Yep, than the previous model.
Yep.
This one being the new 715. Peak horsepower on these, Sean? About getting close to 800, I believe. 775. Yep. The idlers are set slightly higher than the mid-rollers.
Oh,
so
yeah.
effectively what that does is as the track comes along the ground, rather than push through, it sort of rolls up on top.
Yeah, righto. Yep.
Makes them far more efficient. It's just simple things like that. The quads have been around a long time. You've got your clear caps on all those. So
you see the levels
are easy to check quickly.
I actually I haven't seen one of these yet. So is the cab much the same? It's just got that. They got one of those two new screens instead of the one, don't they?
Yeah, so one screen standard, I believe, Sean. But there's the option to put the second screen in. Yep. There's a lot of information going on.
Yeah,
now, so
it's a lot,
spread it out,
lot happening. So that's the same screen that we had in our old Steiger. We were doing some testing on that. So very nice to use compared to the Pro 700.
So that's the Pro 1200.
Yeah.
Whereas the Pro 700 Plus.
Yeah.
So the big difference there is this is the new AFS Connect machines with the new architecture. Gives us that new display, new receiver.
Yes, and you can actually see the screen when there's a bit of sunlight coming in the cab.
They are very good for that.
Awesome. And so the motor, what's the motor in it?
So it's an FPT motor, 16 litre twin turbo.
Yep.
So that's an upgrade from the old ones. The old ones used to run the 12.9 litre FPT.
Yep.
Up to wherever we were at horsepower-wise, 600 horsepower prior. To get this extra horsepower to 715, we've had to go to the bigger engines.
Yeah, right. Nah, she's big, isn't it? It makes you feel small when you can't even look over the guard here.
She's a monster.
So, yeah.
But the other big thing that we don't talk about with these machines enough, and Sean's very, very affluent in it, is the connected side of it. So the telematic side of it.
Yep.
We really, really need to talk. So from a dealer standpoint, we can watch these machines very easily.
Yeah, right.
We can do software updates over the air.
Yep.
If we need to. And we can also dial in and look at the screen as the operators are actually using them to guide them along the way, rather than have to drive too far. So we can save a lot of customers a lot of money just in that alone.
Yeah. No, and that's something that ag's going in general, isn't it? Like because you're involved in that, aren't you, Sean? Too, like the planting and the precision planting stuff, and it all needs to connect and work the first time, doesn't it?
Correct. And then if we need to dial in, like Jason said, we can.
Yeah. So,
the operator still has to allow us to do it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, just to get it diagnosed and get you can get parts underway, you can get things happening a lot quicker. So,
and even if an operator's just having an issue where it's just an operator error, they're a new operator, and they think they're in the right spot, but quite often when we're talking to them, they're not where we think they are.
Yeah.
We can actually just go and go, I know you're in the wrong screen for that.
No, that makes a lot of sense.
So much travel.
No, that's it. No, awesome. Righto. Well, thanks, guys.
All right, thank you.
Well, I think I might chase up Brad and talk about the Patriot now. He's drooling over that. So,
No worries.
yeah, thanks.
Thanks,
Right, I found Brad, and he disappeared on us. Andrew, anyway, he's coming back. But he's
Play some relaxing music.
Yeah. So no, we've got Andrew here. He's back.
That's right.
Yes.
Hello. How are you?
He's got a bit of an accent.
It's like.
So where are you based from?
I actually live in Australia. Live in Australia since 2017. I work out home mid-north coast.
Still haven't got rid of the accent.
No.
No.
But it's funny.
Good southern one, isn't it?
People at home still think I have an accent, an Australian accent now.
So I don't fit in
Correct.
anywhere.
I don't fit in anywhere. Correct.
He's an orphan.
That's exactly
He's an
right.
orphan.
That's exactly right.
Anyway, he's going to tell us a bit about the Patriot, because one day we're going to have to upgrade, I guess. So
That's right.
we're interested to see what some of the new features are.
No, absolutely.
I'll let Brad. I said I did the Steiger one, so Brad can lead this one. So off you go.
So I guess first, Andrew, what's the new features compared to the last model? This is a 50 model, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
So the other one was a 40.
Correct.
And things I noticed is airbags
right.
the one hydrostat.
That's right. Correct.
And what's the reasoning for the airbags and that is
Yeah.
going that way? What's your thinking there?
So when we looked at designing this 50 series Patriot, we sort of approached it from the ground up, and we identified early on in the process that we wanted to have industry leading ride, and that was more than an anecdote for us. We really wanted to work with a partner to develop a suspension system that we know gives you the best ride.
Yep.
Everything we do on this machine is to try and make sure that those spray tips are doing exactly what they're supposed to do. And so if you've got a machine that can't keep a nice stable platform for that boom, and the boom's bouncing around behind you, those tips aren't in the right area. So we worked with a company that specializes in air suspensions to develop a suspension that is super, super accurate in terms of controlling ride height and keeping a consistent ride height, and also gives you best in class ride. And one of the things that we did, and the reason I can say that so confidently, is we actually worked and went and sourced a bunch of competitive machines, put sensors all over them, and then beat them basically in a paddock to try and really show how well that thing rides. And so it's one of the biggest differences we've had from customers that have gone from the old sprayer to the new 50 series. They've noticed a dramatic improvement in the quality of the ride.
So a bit of American was coming out there, eh?
A little bit.
Just a little bit, yeah.
There's all plastic guards here.
Yeah, that's right.
Which
so
one?
If you sneak back here and look
Yep.
straight up the back of it, you'll see. So basically you've got the airbag here that sits between the upper and lower links, right? And this valve right here that you'll notice is actually what does your ride control. And so that's one of the challenges that you've got through undulating country, is as that sprayer wants to ride up and carry the wheel up, that little linkage there will get extended and actually put more air in that bag to push that wheel down automatically. It doesn't require any sort of adjustment or control, it just automatically happens. Same thing when you go up over a rise, let's say you go over a channel bank or something, right? It'll push that rod up and it'll dump air out of the bag to try and keep that thing riding nice and level, right? We've got big pins and bushes in here. All these lubrication points all go to grease banks, which is a new thing for us on the 50 series to keep serviceability easier and faster.
And
So
more likely for people to actually service them.
Correct. Well, and we always operate on that. If it's easy to do, chances are you might actually do it.
Yeah.
So, all those grease points all come up to this grease bank here.
Yeah, cool.
So it should make it easier to service.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, nice. Yep, and good travel.
Yeah, correct. Absolutely. So we've got more travel than we had in the old suspension.
All right. Okay.
And that's, again, because of that 4-link design, it allows that wheel to really come up and down. To keep moving. So.
Okay, cool. And then the other thing I was just wanting to ask you about was the one hydrostat.
Yep.
Can we have a look? Can we?
Yeah,
we can't see it
it's
much
up the
about
back.
there.
It's up the
Yeah,
back.
we're used to the engine being at the front, aren't we? And all the
That's
stuff.
right. Well, we put the engine at the back for a couple of reasons. One, it helps our weight distribution, and two, it makes it a much quieter ride.
That would have been easier.
Yes, and
When
I
we
like
did the hydros on
serviceability of that.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
When we did we had to pull the cab off the Rogator.
Yeah.
So
we,
what's you thinking with going back to the one hydrostat over that's two? You know, the old system had the two split.
The biggest reason we did this is it gives us a lot more control, right? So with the advancement in electronics and technology and how far we've come, right, going to a single stack, A, makes it more serviceable, and B, gives us more understanding of what each one of those wheel motors is doing. In the past, we had to make some inferences about what each one was doing.
Yep.
Now, with better technology and more efficient, more reliable technology, we're able to do everything through a single pump stack without having to have that gear increaser and 2 pumps and everything else. It just cuts down the complexity at the back end of the machine.
So you're putting less mechanical stuff and more technology stuff.
Correct.
To account for that. And what sort of CC pump are they running that you do, mate?
That's a great question. I don't have an answer for you.
That's all right.
But
Big
I can
one.
find you an
It
answer.
looks big. It does look very big.
That'd be some sort of charge pump, your hydraulic pump,
That's
and then that's your hydro pump in there, eh?
That's correct.
Gee, that would have been so much nicer.
Well, and there's a little tip for all your Patriot owners out there. That charge pump, like this novel fact, the ladder on all Patriot sprayers is lifted directly off of that charge pump. And one of the ways you can tell if that charge pump is starting to play up or get a bit of wear in it is that ladder will stop being stiff and start to droop and start to bounce. And we always tell people, if you ever notice that ladder starting to droop, stop and have a dealer come out and have a look at it, because chances are that charge pump is getting to the end of its life.
There you go, we put that top tip in there for free.
There you go. That's right.
And that'll be linked to your park brake, is it? Yes.
Correct. So when you undo that park brake, the ladder comes up, it's all tied in together. So
Cool.
So you'll save yourself thousands of dollars
Yeah.
on wheel motors and that.
Correct.
And you're running a planetary setup on your wheel motors, are you?
Yep,
Or?
correct. There's just a big planetary final drive on the outside of those.
Yes.
Yep. Absolutely.
Cool. Righto. Well, we don't want to be here all day.
No,
Have
we
you got
don't.
something else
And,
you want to know?
You're doing the big tanks now for factory, aren't you?
Correct. Yep.
6,000 litre.
6,000 from factory.
So that ticks our box.
Classic Brad.
Yeah.
Classic Brad.
Absolutely.
And the other thing is with the spray sets.
Yep.
We've got them on now, eh? I don't think it's on
not-
this
Correct.
one.
It's not on this one, but it is available on all the different booms we offer in Australia.
And we're thinking that might be a good option for us, maybe down the track. We'll let you guys develop it for another year.
We'll send one
See,
out for you to have play.
what we need is we need to get it tested properly on contours to see whether we're going to wipe out a very expensive boom with a lot of sensors on it on a contour. So we've got to test out the ride and the stability.
We do have a few neighbours and people that have got these new 50s now.
Yep.
And they really like them and said the boom control is very good. So
Yeah.
it gives me a lot of confidence. Putting a camera on.
Yep.
You know, before, if you couldn't control your boom, you don't want to.
We wouldn't be
cameras on there.
putting a camera on the Rogator. Yeah, for sure.
But anyway, no,
Righto.
I think they're the main things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, awesome.
Yeah. And obviously the cab, there's superficial stuff that would have been improved.
Yeah.
But I
I,
guess just want to get a understand of the big picture stuff that's changed.
I actually don't think I've been up close to a Patriot full stop, but it's good.
And one of the big things too to point out on this, I suppose, is there's a lot of Australia in this. You know, in the past, we've always just sort of had to take what we got from the U.S. And you go back 4 or 5 years ago when we started the development on these, one of the things we did is we spent a lot of time talking to dealers and customers about what they want in a new machine. So there's a lot of features on here, big and small, right? 6,000 liter tank from factory is a big one, but there's little things too. So for instance, one thing that'll a lot of Patriot owners will be familiar with is in the sight tube on the side of the tank. The old one had a white ball in there, and after you spray Trefline or something, you can't see that, right? I remember having a conversation with a dealer, just change that ball. Like, I cannot. Well, what do you want? Well, make it a red ball. You go around the side there, it's a red ball.
Yeah, right.
And there's little things like that all over this machine that are 100% because of what feedback we got from Australian customers. And
Yeah, good.
We do like our big water tanks, don't we?
Yeah, even though they make a mess of our paddock.
Yes.
No.
Yes. No, well, thanks,
Cool.
Andrew.
Awesome.
Good on you.
Awesome, yeah. Nice to
Appreciate
see.
it.
Yeah, good to check it out. On to the next thing, eh?
Yeah.
Let's go see what else we can find.
Enjoy.
I reckon we'll find, well, Brad and Dad are still, Phil and Dad have caught some fans that are still here, so we might, yeah, I'll touch back with you guys in a little bit. We'll go see what else, other exciting stuff we can find before the day's, yeah, completely gone. We're just interested in this for our own sake because we, well, these guys here, Kenway and Clark, they're, yeah, they're a big dealer in our Moree, so with good service, and we use, yeah, we use quite a few of the dealers around town for the different bits of machinery, so it really makes it more attractive to go to, yeah, whatever brand gives you good service. So it'll, no, it'll be good. Well, guys, yeah, Dad and I just had a small pizza, and the other boys took off, and we've just found them again. They've come across our favourite, our dream trailer. But we actually saw these guys at Farm Fest, so when Brad and I and Josiah went there. But yeah, they don't. Oh yeah, it's over there. That one over there. I'll show you in a bit. Actually, they're caught talking there, so I'll go over and have a look at the real stuff. So yeah, we did see this at Farm Fest, and it's just a great idea, really. Unfortunately, it is pricey, but there's just so much thought. The guys that like this company there, they're farmers, so they know what works and what doesn't, what everyone wants. So just even things like, if I can remember when I was told at Farm Fest, is at the back here. I'll see if I can get in there. There's that big gap between the bearing and the auger, so it doesn't yeah, it doesn't build up with dirt or fertilizer or whatever you're putting through it. So yeah, you should never really have to replace that bearing because it's never exposed to the yeah, fertilizers or anything like that. And yeah, instead of tipping the trailer, you just engage your PDO, and then you've got your yeah, your controls here for your hydraulics. It's pretty cool. So it would be our dream because one, unlevel ground, you don't really want to be tipping trailers, so this way you just don't have to worry about it, and you can just pull up, swing your hopper in here and unload straight from these two. There is also, I think you can get them as options, but there is also a bin at the back. I think it's like a 3 ton or 2 or 3 ton or something in here, where you can put just, yeah, if you've got, say, fertilizer in the front bin, grain in the back bin, you can just put some leftover grain in that really back bin, instead of just, you know, putting it in 1 ton bags, or yeah, you can deal with it later. So yes, so what's everyone been talking about?
Well, we just found out there's a father and son in that.
Yeah, yep. No, we met at Farm Fest, so yeah. So I just said that yeah, dream setup over there. Not lifting them up in the air is that excites me.
As long as you built the money man the right way.
Yeah, yeah, it's the money. Well, guys, we found a few more things of interest. We're running into some characters. Must be Dad, he keeps bringing out characters in everyone. We actually just caught up with the guys from Quick Fence here. They do all the fencing stuff. Now, what are we doing looking at fencing stuff, you might ask? That's a very good question, but they called us over because when Brad, Josiah and I were at Farm Fest, we just briefly walked past and said, oh, look, there's fencing stuff here, and obviously didn't show much interest because we don't, we destroy a lot of fences, isn't that right, Dad? We don't really build many, and we pay people to do it if we do.
When God gives you some D11s, you've got to use them.
Yeah, you've got to pull down the fences. So, but anyway, no, we just caught up with John here, and yeah, he's a bit of a character. So he's there he is.
He made a rude gesture to me. So you go and attack him now. Go on,
yeah,
go on.
no, we might have to edit that out. No. So yes, no, we're having a bit of a laugh. I just introducing our guys to all the characters we meet up with.
Oh, good.
So yeah, we're just saying now we just brushed past you at Farm Fest, and you were You are ripping,
Insulted.
yeah, you're ripping us off about that. So
Yeah, insulted that you're knocking fences over.
yeah, we said we offered we could test it. We could strap a D11 on each end and see how strong they are.
Yeah. Well,
find the weak points if you're interested.
we might
Probably
do
not.
That. We might do that.
Anyway,
Good to see you, mate.
Yeah, catch up.
Thanks for calling. See ya.
See ya. Right, let's go find the other boys. Well, we found them. What's going on here? What?
We're just looking for
What
our next adventures.
What are you looking at?
Yeah, well, the last
Not happy
one,
with what you got, eh?
last one rattled to pieces on the variation, so we're looking for another one.
You need a new one each trip. Well, Brad's looking to upgrade, I'm sure.
Yeah, no, he wants another one.
Need something that'll fit bigger kids.
Just got to get your kids working to afford it, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, see how we go.
What do they got? They got plenty of bunks, because I need a lot of bunks. I need to like fit 4.
It's a big shower.
Eh?
It's a big shower.
Yeah.
You could shave your legs in that one, mate. What'd you find?
Oh, Phil found a shower that he can shave his legs in.
Oh, you can shave your legs.
He reckons me, but I don't shave my legs.
I'm saying that.
Where's one with like 6 bunks? That's what I need.
This one you could swing a dead cat in it. Someone didn't make the bed.
This is pretty. This one's pretty nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
I
Be
mean,
good for you and Kaz.
yeah, we'd have to leave the kids at home.
Big windows.
Just get a tent for them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good idea.
Got all the bling.
Yeah. Look, there's your arch nemesis, Phil.
Oh man, the BM.
Oh yeah.
Naughty words. Naughty
Need
words.
the Victron.
Well, got a bit carried away in the last mad dash to pick up everything and yeah, all that stuff. So it's only Brad and I. Where the
Faithful few.
yep. The others took off early. They just couldn't hack it.
I can't handle all the pressure.
No. So they took off early, and we're the last men standing.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, our legs are sore. Mine are. You're probably used to this hiking, aren't you, from your holiday?
It's just a good little hike, this one. I'm socially exhausted.
All in all, it was good, eh?
But thanks everyone for coming out
Yeah.
saying g'day.
No, it was
That made it not very awkward.
yeah, yeah. No, you sort of. It was. I think it was 10 o'clock hit, and there's no one there, and I'm like, oh man, this is embarrassing. But anyway, no, there was probably 25,
Lots of people.
25.
And you're all very nice and friendly.
Yeah, everyone that came was very friendly, so that makes it good too.
So keep it up.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, that'll be us signing out for this video, guys. And
Now we've got to go back and work.
Yeah, fun's over. We've got to go spraying.
Yeah. Spraying fungicide.
So, yep. So anyway, we've got to find our way out of here, don't we?
Yeah. Try not to hit anyone.
No, that's rule number 1. Righto, guys. Over and out.
Sayonara.
Yeah.